Hello, and welcome to another edition of Northeast Kansas. Today is a changeling scene. We're here for a wedding between Cece and Olaf. Cece and Olaf. They're at the Topeka Ren Fair, the County Ren Fair, somebody's Ren Fair. And I found a ordained minister to marry them. So, here we are. Guys.
So what does the area look like? Is there like a big anything set up, or?
I would assume, since it's a wedding, and Ren Fairs love weddings.
Also, Olaf works at the Ren Fair, so...
There you go. Olaf bolts and strings. There's a stage, wooden stage set up, and in front of it are rows of wooden pews for people to sit in. Set up on the stage is flowers and whatnot. Some nice drapes. It looks pretty. Very changeling-esque.
I'll be walking up, and I'll just take my seat. I'll just take my seat at the stands, and be waiting for whatever's going to happen next.
All right.
I'll kind of just wander in, take a seat. Goodbye.
Jason, what are you doing?
Which Jason?
Jason not getting married.
Jason not getting married. Mixie, for her part, she'll be approaching the Ren festival thing. After having heard that, I'll say that she heard that Cece and Olaf are getting married, and she wants to see if the person who told it to her wasn't being a complete liar, which is ironic considering she's the Puka. But yeah, she'll go there with her, her. Yeah, she'll be going. She should have been a little bit optimistic about this whole thing. She dressed as nice as she could have. None of the attire which she is presently wearing in her overlay here. That's her work clothes. Yes. She'll probably have something that's all like matching colors and everything. Probably something that she would usually, outside of like a proper like wedding dress, a bridesmaid's dress or anything like that. She doesn't even know if she's going to be asked to be a bridesmaid, or I'm not sure if she's just going to sit at the back like a pleb. But either way, she'll approach the Ren Festival and she'll start looking around. Hopefully finding... yeah, that's not going to end well. Hopefully you'll find someone to point her in the right direction.
Well, as you're walking in, there are plenty of people milling about in Renaissance period clothing, talking about the upcoming wedding, discussing whether it's part of the attraction or if it's real. Either way, they're heading that way.
And she will head that way as well, following the crowd, as it were.
As you approach the stage, you see the pews, and they're quickly starting to fill up. There are a couple of seats left in the front, a bunch left in the back. The middle's mostly gone.
And Mixie, for her part, she will probably attempt to find the best seat that she can. But with her being, only 5'2" on a warm day, she'll probably end up having to like sit down and then just call out to some guy with a large hat in front of her. Hey, down in front! I can't see.
He'll quickly remove his hat and shuffle to the side.
And then and hopefully it's not so large that they actually it. I mean, assuming I've seen the same Muppet sketch with that woman with the large hat full of fruit that was so large that it covered. But anyway, carry on.
Steven, are you coming in?
Yeah, Lucy's basically just in the background watching.
Okay.
Maybe you came with my character since that would make sense.
Two pukas coming together? What? It's weird.
Yeah, that can't end well.
God save us.
Let's just hope that there isn't a lie detector given as a wedding gift.
Okay, so Jason, who is getting married, what are you doing? Where are you at? Are you on stage already? Are you walking up?
He's walking up, clearly wearing period appropriate attire, with some little tweaks. He's wearing wolf's pelts that have been sewn together, and is carrying what looks like a very large hammer as well, and has silver runes inscribed up his sleeves. If anyone actually could read them, they're Icelandic in origin.
All right. Well, as he makes his way to the front, if you're in the dreaming, satyr, we'll go satyr, is standing pretty much in the middle of the stage. Has a bunch of note cards in his hand. Keeps nervously pushing up his glasses as he waits for the ceremony to start. As Olaf makes his way to the stage, he'll direct him to stand on his left, facing the crowd. After a few moments, the crowd will hush. Hopefully all you do too. And the Ren Fair's string quartet will start playing the wedding march. Now it's time for Cece to come in.
Yep. Cece will go ahead and start walking in. She's wearing a long white skirt, kind of frilly, with a white top. The shirt has the back open, of course, because she has her wings. They're a pain and a half to cut, holes in every single shirt for them. And she'll just walk down, holding the little bouquet and shit like that.
Right. As she gets up to the stage, the officiant will direct her to his right. He'll clear his throat and wait for the crowd to hush again. He'll clear his throat again. Actually, so prepared, y'all. And he'll shuffle through his notes real quick, look out at the crowd and smile. It's obvious he's very, very happy and very, very excited to be here. He'll smile to the couple and address the crowd in a loud and booming voice that can be heard easily by everyone, regardless of where you're at. He'll say, "Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it for forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. And when you think about it, the whole thing is kind of weird, right? You're standing here on a stage, looking fancy, holding flowers, and being stared at by pretty much everyone who has meant anything to you for your entire life." He'll kind of frown and look out over the crowd. "And by complete strangers. So why do we do it? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical. We acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment?" He'll pause for a moment. "Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It is the great unifier, our one universal truth, that no matter who you are, one thing. Love is what we're doing right. That's why you both are standing here. That's why you all are here to watch them stand up here. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity, or whatever else you may be. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others are long. Some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. There are chapters in all of our stories that are sad or disappointing, and others that are exciting and full of adventure. For Cece and Olaf, this adventure is the quintessential love story. It is love at first sight. They have not been through many trials nor tribulations. They may not know each other very well, but they know one thing, and that is that they love one another enough to commit themselves to the other for the rest of their lives. And that brings them here. It's time to pause and look back and smile at all the moments that brought them here. And a time to look ahead at all the moments that are still to come. I'm here, we're all here, because we want those moments for you. He'll gesture to Cece and to Olaf. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment, big ones like saying I love you. It's moving in together, getting engaged. But mostly, it's the millions of little things that come between those big moments. It's falling asleep next to one another. It's making dinner together. It's spending holidays with your families, or binge watching Netflix shows. It's getting a big hug when you come home from work. It's being there to support one another. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. Even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try and explain it. That's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. But trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words we have to write stories and poems and songs about love, even though we describe in different ways, even though love can look different from one person to the next. We all know it when we see it, and we see it here. So today, hopefully, we have some words about what love is coming from the two people who are sharing this love today. He'll look to Olaf first. Do you have any stories you'd like to share?
He takes a breath and he looks out over the crowd for a second and stands up a bit taller than he was. And in the dreaming, you can see that his normal rocky skin looks blue, like a regular troll would, instead of skin, granite skin. Some of you know me. I work as a blacksmith at the Renaissance fairs. From time to time, I meet new people and I am introduced to new things. I was introduced to Cece very little time ago, and I enjoyed being in her company. I still enjoy being in her company. I will always enjoy being in her company. But there's one thing that I have learned from my people, and that is forever is a long time. Forever love is always. We do not get married on a whim very often. You shifty eyes. But when we do get married in such a way, it is for a lifetime, however long that life may be. He looks directly at Cece. I may not say it as much as I should, but I adore you, I treasure you, and I wish to keep you forever.
Yeah. Oh my bad.
The officiant will nod and smile and wipe a tear. He'll turn to Cece, gesture for her to say whatever she had prepared.
Oh, shit. Okay, she'll, you know what, screw it, she's an emotional person. Her eyes are kind of getting a little misty. And she's, she'll just go, I know this has not been a very, it has not been a very long amount of time that I have known Olaf. Odd circumstances kind of brought us together, but because of who we are, it almost seems like an everyday, you know, walk in the park. I don't have too many stories currently to share, other than I believe that we will live a very happy life together. Mostly because he puts up with all of the pranks that I do and my occasional little sticky hands. And I do hope that we are not like some other couples and we do not lose the spark in our lives together.
The officiant will nod, and he'll look out over the crowd, and he'll smile again. It's a very warm and genuine smile. And he'll clear his throat one more time before continuing on. As we can see, the love here is something that not many people share. It came on fast and strong. It was something that neither one of these people expected, but have embraced wholeheartedly. And so, I ask you now, friends, family, strangers, is there anyone here who has reason that these two should not be wed? He'll kind of glower a bit. He does not want anyone standing up this time.
Olaf just nearly hefts his large blacksmith hammer and waits.
He'll wait a moment, then he'll nod and smile again. Good. Would have been some nasty business to take care of. He'll turn to Olaf. Olaf von Broggen?
You got her on the first try.
Yes. Of House Dougal, do you take... Is it just Cecilia?
Yeah,
It's
but
just
because
CC.
because of her echoes, she only goes by CC.
Do you take Cece to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
And Cece, do you take Olaf von Broggen of House Dougal to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Then by the power vested in me by the state of Kansas and this barony, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may have your first kiss.
The blush is actually there on the troll because this actually could be their first public kiss. And he leans down and picks Cece up and gives her a big kiss.
Yep. And she wraps her arms around him, yada, yada.
All right, and he'll kind of gesture for you to turn and face the crowd. After you do so, he'll hold up his hands and gesture to both of you and say, friends and family, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Olaf and Cece von Broggen of House Dougal. Yay! There are uproarious cheers.
Yes.
If you'll make your way over
I didn't want to make too much noise because I've got grandparents downstairs.
Oh, I got you.
If you'll make your way over to the refreshment stands, you will find cake and punch. Maybe if you're lucky, some snacks.
I kind of get up and walk to the back, kind of confused, but
Then everyone sees some guys dressed up in some fur with some shields, making their way towards Olaf and Cece. And Olaf's just got this huge smile, like he's expecting this, like that this was part of his tradition.
And Mixie, for her part, she just kind of leans behind the, I'm presuming they're still in the pew somewhere. She'll be kind of like leaning like through the other side of the pew, and into the walkway, as the guys pass, and be like, "What the fuck?"
So wait. Did you say in heels?
Oh, with shields.
Shields. Okay.
Okay, that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, I don't think that high heels. I I could be misremembering, but I'm 99% certain that high heels were not part of the white those days.
You'll see you'll see Lucy run up on stage, grab a microphone, and she's like, right when the battle's about to start, she starts singing, like rocking out.
Wait.
As she grabs the microphone, the officiant will quickly grab it back. However, as the people with shields or heels, we don't judge,
maybe
start
both.
making their way through the crowd, the sea of human spectators will part to the sides, expecting it to be part of the show.
Olaf's gonna do, as tradition would dictate, he picks Cece up over his shoulder, and they form like a little corridor, and he runs through it, and they are kind of hitting him with. If you ever seen what a bag zap is, it's just a bag with like sand in it, and they're like pummeling him as he's going by. And he's going to, of course, make it to the other side, so that he can keep his bride.
All right.
Mixie just looks confused by this whole thing.
Willow will probably walk up to the two of them and say, "Well, congratulations, you two. Deed's been done."
Oh yeah. Now it is time for the I believe cake and things is what should be happening.
That's usually what happens, right?
And then Mixie gets out from her pew because she, doesn't want to. She's still vertically challenged compared to everyone else on the pew, so she steps out. And she heads over towards Olaf and Cece and... sorry, Adam, what was your character's name again?
Willa. I'll type it.
Willa, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, she'll head up to, kind of group.
Well, well done. Can I ask an obvious question?
Aye.
How'd it happen?
I just kind of looked at the two of them with a little bit of a smirk on my face. It's a tiny one.
Well, you see, Mixie, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
Yeah, I know that part.
They get married.
Yeah, I know that part. It's just kind of all the other stuff in between that kind of get confusing me.
Why does there have to be stuff in between? I don't understand.
That's the important part. Have you ever seen 4 Weddings and a Funeral?
No. I mean...
Well, don't until
maybe.
you're older. But anyway, yeah, congratulations and everything. I do have one little present, but kind of maybe wait until there's less humans.
I kind of just walk up to the group and be like, "Well, that was weird. I think I took a wrong turn."
I heard at weddings we're supposed to have a group picture. Is that okay?
Yeah, supposed to have a group picture, and I think there's supposed to be some sort of knife fight for the bouquet.
What? Wait, what?
I don't actually
knife
know
fight.
that.
I did not know that is how the Christians celebrated.
Oh no! I'm misremembering.
I'm not even Christian.
Yeah, I'm misremembering. I think that might actually have been Mongolian, or maybe it was Dothraki. I'm not sure.
Well, we'll just face palm a little bit, but she's not making it obvious.
I know.
When are we going to be doing the food eating contest? I heard that we have a food eating contest too.
Yeah, I heard
There
that
is
too.
no food eating contest.
So we're skipping tradition
Really?
on that regard. That's okay.
So as this conversation is going on, the officiant will start handing out glasses to people. Last of all being Cece and Olaf. And he'll pick the glass that he has remaining for himself and tap a knife to the edge of it to get everybody's attention.
My character will visibly wince.
You okay? Willow says.
Yeah. And I'll kind of just rub my ears.
Lucy does a quiet shh.
Makes it for her part. Her cat ears will perk up upon the rather loud dinging sound.
I hear it's customary to have a toast for the happy couple. Not gonna lie to you, I love weddings. May have prepared a little something. If it's all right with the bride and groom, I'd like to toast you guys in your new marriage.
Stacey will give a thumbs up.
Olaf nods his head.
All right, so he'll raise his glass and say, "May your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements a marriage should bring. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you look for things to praise often. Often say, 'I love you,' and take no notice of small faults. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another. To a happy marriage."
To a happy marriage.
Woo!
Lucy's bouncing up and down.
Anyway, so is this non-alcoholic? Because you know.
We can find you
And
some
she
non-alcoholic.
points towards Lucy. You know.
Well, she didn't get a drink, I assume, eh?
Well, he probably would have given her like a glass of apple juice or something.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Never mind.
I kind of just sniff the glass before downing it. Tasty.
Lucy does a polite etiquette to like sip of her glass.
Yeah, Mixie will slowly drink the concoction, which she assumes is alcoholic, and she does have one dot in etiquette, so she's not a complete, embarrassment.
I'm gonna pretend I take a sip. And then I'll just kind of look around, and I'm actually gonna. We'll just leave it at that for now.
All right. Well, that's all I had planned, guys.
Fair enough.
That's fine by me. I gotta go to work here in a second.
Well, all right. I do have this one last thing that I was wanting to reserve as Mixie's like little parting present for, the bride and the groom. But obviously, this will happen at a time when there are significantly less mortals around. But basically, I think this would be a chimerical one because it only affects the dreaming. But basically, she's just going to use smoke and mirrors to create this kind of like this little illusion. It's basically kind of like a little show, like a makeshift light show of some description. Do I need to? Right, I'm assuming this is going to be Fae that I'm using for the realm.
Yep.
Right. And are we still using the other system, basically you roll your dots in your art?
I think so.
Okay. All right, so this would be... I'm assuming this would be diff 3?
Yeah, it's not going to be very high.
All right, well, either way, she's going to have It's not going to go any lower than 3, so I'll just roll. Has anyone noticed the dice rolls are really slow here? 4 successes. I think that's perfectly fine.
Pretty good.
Yeah, basically in the sky. I'm assuming that they went outside for this, and maybe it's at night time. But basically, Mixie, uses smoke and mirrors to create this image of a certain transformer star in the sky as some sort of supernova happens, and you can hear his voice booming this very optimistic message to the bride and groom. Essentially, it's do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream of success. While you're awake, work hard at it. Nothing is impossible.
Lucy will basically say, wow, that's some awesome special effects we have going on around here. I like those smoke machines we have.
Just do it.
Wait, because it's chimerical, no one.
Yeah, because it's chimerical, no one not of the dream will see it.
Okay, then yeah, she wouldn't say anything if that's the case.
Yes, it's more just for. It's just for special effects, in all honesty. But it is probably a more cheaper version of getting a certain Hollywood celebrity who may very well have gone off the deep end this year to make a special guest appearance at someone's wedding.
Interesting gift. She'll say to Mixie.
I just thought it's the best I could do, and I'm really good at legerdemain.
That's the ability you used?
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
And yes, OOC, that was a gross understatement.
I just kind of look around awkwardly to everybody.
Well then, why don't all of you go get some cake and have yourself a good time here?
You want to get some cake, Lucy?
Lucy's eyes sparkle as she already starts heading over to the cake.
Yeah, I'm a cake master.
Let's go have some cake then.
You're a cake wizard? Can you make cakes out in thin air?
Yeah, but it won't taste very good, unfortunately.
Oh, well, you need to practice that then.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I could actually make a proper cake, but I can't promise that'd be good.
Well, just shaking her head as the conversation between these two continues.
And
Lucy will kind of lean
overhear
into
the sound
Mixie's ear, and she'll say, I can cook a little bit, but if I learned how to make a cake, I could make a cake that healed people's wounds.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. She smiles really big.
I wonder if Shia LaBeouf likes cake.
As the booming sound of the...
Everybody loves cake.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't like fries,
Okay.
though, I think.
Gotta go.
Alrighty. We'll just say that Willa and... Oh, well, there we go.
Yep, there we go.
So, Cece, how did you like the ceremony?
Oh, there were so many people here. Why were there so many people?
Because it had to be a big wedding, of course.
You understand who I am, right? We blend in, we don't stick out.
So, does that mean you're going to look like a Renaissance fair person now?
I mean, if I stay here for several days. Yes.
Olaf's gonna look at the satyr and hand him over a large bag of dross. Thank you for officiating. It was most appreciated.
Julia?
What?
I think.
Sir. I was dealing with something. What?
Olaf just said that thank you to the officiator and gave him a large bag. I can't talk now. A large bag of dross.
He'll smile brightly and refuse the dross. No. Okay. Refuse the dross. I love weddings, that's why I'm here. Consider it a wedding gift.
Thank you kindly.
He'll smile and nod and probably get some cake.
Well then, now that everything is official and everything, I've had enough of people. How about you, Cece?
Yep.
Oh, he'll pipe up. Almost forgot. I need to sign that marriage certificate.
Oh yeah. That's really a thing. We gotta do that. So Olaf's gonna sign his human name onto it.
And Cece will just sign CC.
And the officiant will scrawl his name and the date and hand it back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be sure to put this in picture frame or something.
May you have a happy marriage. And he'll smile and nod and walk off.
While everyone is not looking at us, let's make our escape.
Alright, I think that's it for this scene.
I think so. How about you guys?
What, you guys aren't going to walk down the aisle and throw the flowers backwards and, let the crowd try and catch him?
You know what? Sure, as they're leaving, Cece will just remember that she's got a freaking, thing of flowers in her hand, and she'll just turn around and chuck it at somebody's face. They enjoy that.
All right. Well then. Guess that concludes this scene. It's been another exciting edition of Kansas, Northeast Kansas. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.
Just do it.